Well, it wasn't pretty down the stretch there, but it's a win, and in this league, anytime you can get a win, it's critical. And for us, in the position we were in going into these last two games, we had to have a win just to stay alive and keep fighting for seeding. So just proud of the guys for just holding them off. I probably made an ominous statement at the end of our shoot around today. I told the guys, "Hey, you're second in the league in free throw percentage. Let's keep it up." And we didn't hit them down the stretch, but we hit them all up until then. But just give them credit for making a good comeback. They're an excellent team, and but we just somehow found a way to hold them off.
Coach, they made a couple runs on you guys. You guys got a big, maybe I think about 20 points twice, and they just clawed back at you guys. Is that just a testament to how good they are?
That's part of it. I thought two things. I thought we played a little not to lose rather than playing to win. I thought that came into play there down the stretch, and the momentum shifted big time, and you could tell it in our body language. But then the other thing I thought was when they got down, they just started driving the ball into our defense, and I don't know how to teach our guys to not foul because there's such an advantage for the offensive player, and they just started driving it. And every time we'd hit them, they'd call foul, and they did a good job at the free throw line, and then the big kid hurt us on the offensive glass. So yeah, they didn't go away. Yeah, I agree. That's a testament to their team.
Yeah, Jordan talked about how he knows that the offense runs through him. Just talk about the progress you've seen from Jordan from game one this season all the way up until now.
Well, one thing we talked about when he had that game, when the first league game, when he had, I think, 1 assist and 8 turnovers, and I remember telling him afterwards, I said, "Hey, it's not what you did tonight. It's what you do moving forward. Because as good a player as you are, you're going to get double teamed all year long." And to his credit, man, he has gotten really good playing out of double teams. He had a couple tonight. The big one I thought was when he hit Kevin Baker when they were midway through the half when it was kind of close, and he skipped that one out to Kevin for a wide open three that really got us going. But he's been good because it takes patience, and he still has the ability to score. But he's such a dual threat with his ability to pass right now.
You guys clinched your first winning season since 2009-2010. The players said they weren't surprised by that. What are your thoughts?
Well, just in a big picture sense, it's a huge step, and because it's hard at this level, it's hard to have a winning season. People don't look at it that way, but it is. It's hard. If you look around the country at our level, it's hard to have a winning season, and it's not easy to do. And particularly in our league this year, when Commissioner Benson told us last week in a teleconference that our league was the number 13 RPI league in the country, so that's impressive because the competition is tough every night, and just to get 9 and have an opportunity to get 10 Saturday, just an impressive feat by those guys in that locker room.
And Devon Walker talked about what Saturday is going to mean to him. Just from a coach's perspective, what's senior night going to mean to you to see some of those players play their last game at Treasure Arena?
Well, one thing we talked about after the game Monday was we've got 3 seniors, and they're all special in their own way to our program. And the thing that stands out to me about those 3 guys is Jeremy graduated in December. I was working on his master's now. Daniel Peace is going to graduate this spring in 8 semesters in communications. And Devon Walker already had his degree and is going to finish his master's up this summer. So they're the epitome of the term student athlete. And that's the thing that stands out to me is they've anybody who's been an athlete knows how hard it is to balance those two things. And those guys have done it in a great manner, and just hoping their emotions not too much on Saturday, because that happens sometimes. It goes the other way. Those guys get too emotional, but they're locked in on winning right now.
And then from a basketball standpoint, what's it going to take to get it done against the Ark State Little Rock?
Well, we're catching Little Rock at their peak of the season. They've won 2 in a row. I see teams on video because when I study the opponent, for example, I saw them play at UTA on video when we were preparing for UTA, and they looked as good as I've seen them all year. You remember now, they're the preseason number 2 pick in the league. Had 3 starters back from that team that won 30 games, and they've got a bunch of seniors. They're a tough, hard-nosed team. They're one of those teams where nobody wants to play them down in the tournament. So it'll be a dogfight in here Saturday.